Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another exciting session. And today we are going to be doing forms of energy. So that's unit 4.2. We're nearly there. We just have one more unit to go and then we'll be done with our extra exam supplementary revision. And what I plan to do afterwards is compile all of them together. As always, though, I will say please have your pen and paper ready because I will be answering those questions. And the expectation is that you do them before I answer them. So please do them before I answer them. And if you're not sure, go back and watch the original video lesson. Okay, so the video lesson is going to be the place where you find the explanations and the extensive answers that you will not be finding in this video. This video is all about doing exam style questions. Okay, moving on. How can you determine object's mechanical energy? By adding, so this thing here, it's actually quite simple. It's simply by adding. Let's see if I can use that. Hopefully, yes. So it is by adding. Oh, it's not working. Why isn't it working? Let's have a go again. By adding both its kinetic and potential energies. Ooh, that's horrible. I was trying to see if I could do that on the pad. Let me see if I can do it a different way. What two forms of energy associated with particles that make up objects? Okay, so there are 5 types of energies associated with particles that make up objects, and those are nuclear, electrical, thermal, chemical, and electromagnetic. So I'll just write all of them. So let me try and do it neatly this time. Oh, no, that's not going to work, is it? Okay. I'm not sure if it's me. Nuclear, electrical, that's also associated with particles. Thermal, oh god, thermal, chemical, and electromagnetic, which simply means light. Electromagnetic. Okay, next we have this exercise over here. Match each illustration with the correct form energy by writing the letter next to it. So we have a stove here. What kind of energy is associated with the stove? Quite a few. So we've got electrical energy, B. We also definitely have thermal energy. That's the job of the stove, C. What else do we have associated with it? Have we got chemical energy? We could do, okay, we could have some chemical energy, especially if it's running off gas. We might have some chemical energy. And do we have electromagnetic energy, F? So you'll see a bit of light as well, won't you? So that's F as well. I don't like this kind of question. And I just want you to know, you don't have to worry about this kind of question being in the exam because we'll be a lot more decisive picking questions for the exam. This one has a bit of, it's one of those things where there's a lot more going on. So, I mean, here, even with this one here, there's a bit of mechanical energy for sure because it's kinetic and potential. But you could also argue that there's a bit of thermal energy when she applies the brakes. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Over here, we've got electrical energy. We've got thermal energy. We've got a bit of electromagnetic energy. And we also have some mechanical energy because when you push it down, there's a spring. So that holds some energy. So that's potential. Yeah. That one's got electrical energy as well as heat, thermal energy mostly. And of course electromechanical, electromagnetic, because obviously it's light. So electrical, thermal, and electromagnetic. The sun. Interesting. The sun definitely has nuclear energy. The sun has thermal energy, C. And the sun has electromagnetic energy. What about matches? Matches have chemical energy. When you light them, they have a lot of heat, a lot of electromagnetic energy. I think we're good here. Oops. The funny thing is, you could even argue that chemical energy is a form of potential energy, it's a form of mechanical energy. Yeah, see, I don't like this question because it's got a whole lot of combinations, a bit wishy-washy. It's not very decisive, it's not very clear. But anyway, as long as you understand that electromagnetic energy means light energy and potential energy means stored energy, while kinetic energy means moving energy. Let's keep going. Write the letter of the correct answer in the line on the left, at the left. To find an object's mechanical energy, you add its, so hopefully most of you know this by now, you add its kinetic and potential energies. A. 2. A form of energy not associated with particles of objects is what? Not associated with particles, so we're talking about mechanical energy here. That's not associated with particles. There are 5 types of energies associated with particles, and mechanical energy is not one of them. Okay. Number 3, nuclear fusion reactions. Nuclear fusion reactions occur on the sun. Fission occurs here on Earth, but we haven't managed fusion yet. Fusion is pretty interesting though. It produces 4 to 10 times more energy than fission. We haven't managed it yet. The total potential and kinetic energy of the particles of an object is its mechanical energy. D. Okay, isn't it? The total potential and kinetic energy associated of the particle of an object. Wait. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Mechanical energy is associated with motion, position, or shape. Motion, position, or shape. Electromagnetic energy travels through space in forms of waves. We're talking about light here, and light travels through space in forms of waves. Okay, lightning is a form of what energy? So it's electrical as well as electromagnetic. So you can write electrical, but also, as the name suggests, it's also electromagnetic or light. That's what the EM stands for, electromagnetic. The breaking of what bonds in food releases energy for your food use. I hope you remember this from term 1. Remember we said that energy stored in the bonds. So the energy stored in the bonds is a form of chemical energy. And of course we have 2 types of bonds that we talked about. We talked about covalent and ionic bonds, and both of those store energy. So once you break the bonds, you release the energy, and if you are forming bonds, you are storing energy. So the breaking of chemical bonds, chemical bonds in foods release energy for your body to use. The what of the temperature of an object, the lower the thermal energy. The lower the temperature. The lower the temperature, the lower the thermal energy. Electrical energy is the energy of electrical charges. The electrons, basically. Remember we talked about electrons? We said electrons, these little tiny subatomic particles surrounding the nucleus in clouds. All right, well, that's all. Hopefully that wasn't too challenging. Once again, I'd just like to remind you, if you found this challenging, please go back and watch the original video lesson. Thank you. See you in the next one.